Hi, it's Kim. Just kind of wanted to show you guys a couple short videos on what I did over the weekend. And so the first thing I worked on is that I'd been wanting to make a strawberry soap, and I was trying to think of ways to style it, of how it would be different, you know, what should I do with it. And so I thought, well, it's too bad I don't have one that's kind of angled, like on the picture on the supplier where I bought the fragrance oil from. They had a strawberry sitting there, and it was at an angle with the little greenery, and I thought, I wish I could make a soap that was that shape. And so I started thinking about what I could put in my log mold to give it an angle, to curve it at the bottom. And so I used to do a lot of paper mache with my kids, and we used styrofoam to mold things. And so I lined the inside of the mold, if you can see, look at the end of the shape, with styrofoam. I just took a rectangle and I cut a piece off, and then I just took a serrated large bread knife and I shaved it like that. So, you know, whatever angle or design you'd want to do, if it's to make a heart shape at the bottom, a point, whatever, you know, you would decide to do it, just carve it into the styrofoam and fit it to make it fit. And I don't know if anybody knows this that much about working with styrofoam, is that when you get to where you want to like finish it off to where it looks nice and it's not all rough edge like when you're using the knife, is if you take another piece of styrofoam and you rub it on there, that will sand it. It works as its own sander, and it works really nice to clean up all the edges and everything. And so basically that's what I did. I made this little wedge, I call it, and I stuck it in my log mold. And then I proceeded to make my batter, and I added some poppy seeds to it, and then I poured the strawberry in, and then I took the green and I piped it in there with a piping tool, you know, because that's what I know. And then I took, well, this is my second, this is my rebatch, because what happened was I put it in the oven because I was going to hot process it that way once I molded it, and it started to separate, like to overheat, so I went ahead and I threw it in the freezer real quick, and I didn't like the way it smelled. To me, it just smelled weird. You know, I don't know if it was the strawberry or what exactly it was. I've never used tallow before. There was some tallow in the this recipe, and so I thought, okay, well, you know, let me just rebatch it while it's still so soft and fresh. And so I rebatched it, and this is what it came out like. And so the second time around when I did this as a rebatch, sorry about that, I went ahead and I stuck some pieces of salt bar in there as my stem, because I didn't have stems in the last one. And so that's about it, and I don't know. And so right now all I'm doing is using my beveling tool here. This is a friend of mine sent me these two tools. I used to always just use a potato peeler, and now I have these neat little beveling tools, and I seem to gravitate to using this size the most, and it is a 1/4 inch. There's a different size on each end, and I have 4 different sizes. And I used to always say that I would never bevel because I felt like I wanted the rustic look. You know, that was what I was going for. But for me personally, the difference in what it feels like when you hold it in your hand without that sharp edge, once they're fully cured, it's just, you know, I know it fades off quickly, you know, once you've washed, you know, got it wet and used it in the shower or, you know, at the sink or whatever really quickly. But, you know, initially. And so I put some poppy seeds in there, and I used Merlot mica from Brambleberry to color it. Oh, and that was another thing. When I had made the original batch, there was like a few factors. The fact that it was a strawberry and it was a new scent that I hadn't used before, and then possibly, you know, like I said, I'd never had used anything that had some tallow in it, and this was a vegetable blend type of a shortening thing that I put some in there. And then also I use vanilla stabilizer. Well, I'm just going to say right now that I'm going to embrace vanilla because I'm not really a fan. See, and where I had those salt bars going through there, it kind of cracked off. But I'm not a fan of that stuff. To me, it smells like nail polish remover for some reason. And I don't know. It's gone away, but I'm not a fan. And so I'm just going to live with brown soap whenever I use vanilla. And so anyway, I just wanted to show my little strawberries here. And I mean, for hot process, it turned out pretty good the second time around. And so anyway, I just wanted to show a quick video and share that with you and maybe inspire somebody to come up with some new ideas of how they can take their existing log molds and put, you know, a carving of some styrofoam in the bottom to make a different shape, whether it's to angle the sides in, you know, just be original. And anyway, I just thought I'd share. Thank you. Have a great evening.